Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. And it's the brother Kwara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. I want to go into another lesson, concerning Jacob and Esau. As we would know it today, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans being Jacob, and a so-called white man, woman, and child being the nation of Edom. And when you consider these two nations in the scriptures, these were the only two nations that was given a chance to have complete dominion over the whole earth. No other nation was given this authority by the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, to rule the whole earth. Ham wasn't given the ability to rule the whole earth. Japheth wasn't given that to rule the whole earth, man. It was Esau and Jacob. It was given to him by their father Isaac. And we living in Esau blessing right now that was given to him, right, of the dominion of the earth. And we understand that ours is next, being Jacob, the Israelites. The one they call Jesus, who we know him as Yahweh Shai, right? When he come back, he go establish, first he go take down the rulership of Esau and establish the kingdom of Israel, man. And you know how they say, like those old westerns, this town ain't big enough for two of us, right? It's a new sheriff in town, and this town ain't big enough for the two of us. But when Yahweh Shai come back, it's going to be a new sheriff in town. And although the world big enough for all of us, right? The world is big enough for the two of us, out of Jacob and Esau, but this is the thing. But only one nation can rule it. You see? Only one nation can rule it, man. That's the time we at. Esau about to lose his, and we about to be set up forever. So I just want to touch on that, Let's get this real quick. This in Genesis 27, on when Isaac actually gave Esau and Jacob their blessings. And when we read, we're going to see they received the same thing. Now, this is Genesis 27. I ain't going to read the whole chapter. I'm going to just jump around a little bit. So this is, let's jump down. This is Genesis chapter 27. And I'll start let's start right here. Salaki, I'm trying to find a good spot. All right, so this one, Isaac blessed Jacob. All right, now that's what he told him. Genesis 27 and 26, and Isaac, his father, answered and said, "Come near now and kiss me, my son." And he came near and kissed him, and he said, the smell of his raiment, and blessed him. And he smelled the smell of his raiment and blessed him. Remember, Jacob disguised himself as Esau. Isaac told Esau, go get him some venison to come back and cook. So at this point in time, Isaac thought he was actually blessing Esau. But it was set up in the spirit, as it says in Romans 9, before they was even born, that Jacob was going to be the chosen. But it says, see, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field, which Yahweh have blessed. And therefore, so this the blessing to Jacob, and therefore the Most High will give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth. You're going to have dominion over the earth, all the resources in the earth, oil and all these, benefits that the earth got to produce. You're going to be the one over that. Just like the so-called white man today, he got to say so on all these things that the earth have brought forth. He go on other nations' land and take their resources because it's given to him ultimately. But again, as we going to get, I just want to establish real quick that these are the two nations that was given that blessing. But only one of them can enjoy it at the same time. Or should I say one of them can enjoy it at one time. It can't be two enjoying this blessing. So it says, therefore the Most High give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine, and let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee, and be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's son bow down to thee, and cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. And it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, see, so that's what he was telling Jacob. Look, you gonna have dominion over the earth, and everybody go bow down to you and your people. And it says, and when Jacob was yet scarce going out of the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. I'm going to jump down. It says, verse 32, and Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, who? Where is he that have taken venison and brought it me? And I have eaten all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yea, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, my father. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, is he not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times, in which Jacob didn't. One, you gave him your birthright. He just said, look, if you want some of this food, then give me your birthright. That was a fair deal. You see? But, and again, it was set up before they was even born, according to Romans 9. In verse 13, 14, or like Romans 9, 11, 12, 13. So it goes on to say, verse 38, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And here it is. It says, and Isaac his father answered him and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. Literally the same thing that was given to Jacob. So these are the 2 nations who was blessed with the promise to rule the whole earth, man, and everything in it. Esau and Jacob, so-called, as modern terms, so-called white people, and blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And we see Esau in his right now. This is a white man's world we living in. And that's why it's an evil world we live in. Like Future said. But nevertheless, and look, Jacob ain't ruling right now. Jacob ain't got no type of authority in white supremacy, as they will call it, in this world. So once the tables switch or tables turn, Esau, again, it's a new sheriff in town when Yahushua come. And although the world is big enough for all of us, it's only one nation that can rule it, that can fulfill this blessing at one time. It can't be Esau got the blessing of ruling the whole earth, and we got the blessing of ruling the whole earth, and we doing it at the same time. That's not so, man. That's not so. Remember, Yahushua said when he come, that stone will hit the feet and the feet or the toes on a statue that Nebuchadnezzar seen. And then once that happened, it said what? That the whole statue was broken apart. You see that the whole statue was broken apart. No type of heathen rulership or power gonna be pushed from that day forward once Yahushua come back and the Israelites rule the world. So let's finish this out. And we can move on. And Esau hated Jacob because of Salakia. It says, and his father Isaac said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live. So that's how he got the rulership in the earth. The dominion on the earth by his sword that was given to him. See, as Israelites, it's going to be given to us by our Father Yahweh and Yahushua. We ain't going to have to take it over by wicked acts. Breaking treaties, lying, stealing, and murdering. You see? And it says, right, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And that's when Esau, he came from under being oppressed by us. Time of King David, so on and so forth. But I just wanted to get that real quick to show, look, these 2 nations was given complete dominion over the whole the whole world. But even with that, since then, since the beginning, it's been a struggle. Let's get that in Sirach 33 real quick, I think. Real quick. One against another. So if we was ruling at the same time, that'll be a conflict. Because you got Esau who set up to do wickedness, and Jacob, we set up to do righteous. So if we was to rule, heads or butt, so on and so forth. So that's why the Lord have to take them out the way to establish another. Just like the Lord had us fall, so Esau could get set up. The same thing, he gonna have Esau fall to set us back up, man. Let's snag this real quick. What that is? Sirach, the 10th chapter, right? Because we see, look, 2 nations was given the whole earth, but it's up to the Lord on who he wants to rule it at what time. All right, real quick, this Sirach chapter 10 and verse 4. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable, and that's Yahushua first and foremost. And then after Yahushua, you got the 144,000, and then the believers, then the rest of the nation. We're going to be made perfect. All right, and the power of the earth is in the hand of the Heavenly Father right now, and he have again given it to Esau. That's why I said in Job 9:24, that the earth is given, right? It's given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. And if it ain't Esau, then where and who is the devil that the Bible speak of? That have destroyed the earth, that have destroyed people, animals, the water, air. Esau Edom, man. Clearly, he's not a profitable ruler. He's not a benefit to society, man. And that's why the Lord will have to send Yahushua to refresh everything that we know. You see, I'm going to jump down. It says, verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, Esau, so because he had unrighteous dealings, again, breaking treaties, killing leaders of nations because they don't want to, get down with democracy and setting up puppet leaders. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, again, the destruction he have done to the earth, to people, man, everything, murder. So because of all this, it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So the Lord is translating his rulership, man. Esau's have fulfilled his part of the blessing from Isaac to rule the earth. We coming to the end of that. Now it's about to be translated or moved to who? To the Israelites, to another people, the other nation that was given rulership over the whole earth. But this time, after the Israelites rule, no other heathen gonna rule, because ours is an everlasting kingdom, man. Let's read that again, Sirach 2:10. Because of unrighteous dealings and riches, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. See, let's go to 2nd Ezra 6, because we're going to specify who the kingdom is being taken from or translated from and who it's going to. And again, it's going back to Genesis. There's only 2 nations. You got to be taken from somebody and given to somebody. Let's let the scripture specify it. So this 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7, it says, then answered I and said, because again, this Ezra, he was asking the Lord, like, look, if we your chosen people, then why we ain't ruling? When we go be in the kingdom, and when this going to happen, when that's going to happen? What's going on? How we going to know we're at that time when we about to get out of oppression? And this is what the Lord will have to tell him. This 2nd Ezra 6 and 7, it says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Now, out of those 2 sons who was given dominion over the whole earth, Jacob and Esau, who was the first? Esau. So right here, he asking, what's going to be the end of the first, Esau, and how we going to know Jacob about the rule, man? Verse 8, it says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. So when they came out, Esau came first, and Jacob hand was holding Esau heel on his foot. But it meant something, though. It meant something, because Jacob, the Israelites, go be the ones to pull Esau out of his rulership spot, man. By way of Yahushua, of course, beginning with him. But let's find out. It says, and he answered and said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You see? So the kingdom will be translated from Esau and given to the Israelites, man. Given to Jacob. So again, yeah, this world is a beautiful creation by the Lord, and it's big enough for all of us, but only one nation can rule, man. You know? Let's see. I got something more on that. All right, let's snag this real quick. Because the scriptures do say we're going to take their kingdom. This is Daniel 7. And I wind it down. That's, But it's Daniel 7 real quick. And I start at 25. And I just go into Esau by way of him ruling through America. It says, and the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings. Right, I start at 24. Daniel 7 and 24. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall arise after them, which is America. That's that other. It says, and he, which is America, shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. All right, when he came in the rulership, certain wars Esau had to go through, in other words, to get this freedom, to take over the world by way of America. So they had the war with who? French, Spanish, and Britain. The Spanish war and, the French war, and also with Britain, those 13 colonists, when they try to get their separation. In other words, freedom. All right? Freedom. So that's this America coming into power, or Esau gaining access over the whole world through America. So continuing on, it says, and he, which is America, shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until in time of time, and in dividing the times. And we still in that time, but this the thing. It says, verse 26, but the judgment shall sit. So although we still under Esau dominion, although he's still ruling the whole earth right now, it says, but the judgment shall sit. Everything that was written still got to happen. It's set in stone. Let's find out what the judgment is. It says, but the judgment shall sit. And they, who is the they? The Israelites, the saints. It says, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And after Esau lose his rulership of the world, it says, next verse, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven. What's under the heavens? Earth. It says, in the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. It says, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Come on, man. This world, look, it is big enough for the two of us, but only one man can rule, and that's Jacob, man. So we go take his rulership from him, and we gonna have the last say so on the earth. And let's get this in Daniel 2, and no other nation gonna have part in this. Just like we ain't able to have no part in white supremacy. We can't get laws, reparations. Not saying that we asking for it. It's whatever. We understand prophecy. We here for a reason. But nevertheless, we ain't giving no handouts here in captivity like Esau and these nations. So how is it once we rule, they gonna, nah, man. Y'all gotta go through it too. And Esau, you gonna be all the way taken out the earth. At least these other nations, for a point in time, as it said in Proverbs 29, go enjoy the kingdom of heaven after their 1,000 years of hardcore captivity. But Esau, after your 1,000 years, you're going to get exterminated. From the top Edomite, man, woman, and child, to the last Edomite, all y'all get exterminated. You see? We might have to end it with that. So not even that. Once Jacob get fully set in place, Esau, you ain't even going to be here. At least, Jake got some breathing room while Esau ruling. You still got some Israelite millionaires, some Israelites living better than Esau. Some Israelites living better than these heathens. But in our kingdom, no heathen gonna live better than the Israelite, man. Come on, let's get this though. Daniel 2:44. It says, and in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people. So nobody go live like an Israelite in this kingdom but the Israelites. That's why in Luke 16, with Lazarus and the rich man, Abraham said, look, it's a great gulf fix. They who over there can't come to us. They over here can't go over there. So it's going to be impossible for an Israelite to be like a heathen or live like a heathen. It's going to be impossible for the heathens to get the treatment that Israelites get in the kingdom, man. It's going to be our world now. I'm the captain of the ship. Yahweh Shai will come back. He the captain of the ship now. You see? But it says it shall not be left to other people, like the apostle said in Acts 1. Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? It says, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. So no other rulership will be remembered once we set ours up. Esau, his rulership ain't gonna come into mind no more. That's gonna be a thing of the past. Right along with him, a thing of the past. Let's read this real quick. Because once the kingdom of heaven gets set up, the other nation who was given the dominion of the earth, that's the earth will be taken from him. His authority will be taken from him. And simply life itself, the Lord will take them out the earth, man. But real quick, this is Ezekiel 35, and I'm going to start at 14. And I end it. It says, thus saith Yahweh power, when the whole earth rejoice, I will make thee desolate. Now, when the whole earth going to rejoice? When the righteous are in authority, as the scriptures say, because the whole earth is mourning right now that the wicked are ruling. So the whole earth go rejoice after 1,000 years of these heathens serving their captivity. And at least they going to have real food, breathe real air, drink real water. Don't have to worry about their children being stolen and child trafficked. You see? It's going to be a righteous rulership with the law, statutes, commandments being a law. And when that happened, it says, thus saith Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoice, I will make thee desolate. Who is the thee? It says, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, which is Mount Seir is Esau. It says, and all Idumea, and Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom. It says, even all of it. And they shall know that I'm Yahweh power. So once the Lord set us up, and these nations go to their captivity, Esau will be taken out the way. As if he never had dominion over the earth, man. Let's read that again. It says, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. You see? So I just wanted to touch on that, I'm doing a little meditating while I was at the work, at the job. How they say this world ain't big enough for the two of us, right? It ain't big enough for the two of us, although, we both in it, but as far as ruling it, there's only one nation that can rule this earth, man. And Esau, you clearly showed you're not fit for this position. Yahweh Shai got to come, set up the Israelites, and give it back to its rightful owners at the end of the day. But look, I'm going to end it right there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Chakwadash, double honors unto the apostles, and elders a great millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there. Keep fighting, keep pushing. We're almost out of here. Shalom.